Hi everyone. Welcome
Hello.
to Major.
Welcome, part 3. She is your host, Belial. I'm one of the players, Duhad. We are continuing where we left off. I was going to say 2 weeks ago, but for you guys, it's going to be where we left off last episode that just aired really shortly before this one because of issues that have previously been explained.
Yep.
Belial, why don't you explain real quick what happened in the first episode, and then lead us through introducing all of our characters again, and explaining our aspects and what has changed.
Well, the first episode, everyone sort of got situated with each other, appearing at the Easy Mansion. Obviously Nick Easy, the head of the company, Easy Appliances. And they are now competing as a team as a part of the King's Highway competition. And pretty much the entirety of the episode is everyone introducing each other and sort of getting together as a team. So
why don't we introduce that team?
Yes.
Who would you like to go first, Belial?
Let's go with the first one. How about Lee first?
Alright, Lee, or Jet Shaw, is the Shaw siblings' kung fu action paranormal paralegal, who is always taking on the big things. His aspects outside of those two, which was his high concept and his trouble, are a disgrace to my parents but never to my siblings, pour one out for our civil rights, I am what I am, and master and frequent student of the Shaw family martial arts.
Good. Yeah. Alright. Well, Elaine.
Okay, so Elaine is her high concept is that she's a true-seeking secret agent. The flaw being, digs greedily and deeply, for information specifically. Her aspects are, they know more than they're telling me, this doesn't involve civilians, plans from A to double Z, and they aren't the bad guys. They weren't the bad guys when referring to the kids that everybody blamed for terrorism in the previous game.
Nice. Alright. Awesome. Let me open up this other thing. Oh god, there's so many. Alright, Major Cass.
Alright, Major Cassandra Ashford, also known as MCA, is a disgraced order agent. And due to her past as a spy, she has enemies everywhere. Her aspects are there's always another way, because she prefers to avoid killing if at all possible. Due to having been betrayed so many damn times, most recently by the Order, well, not really betrayed by the Order, but cut off by the Order, she is now once bitten, twice shy. However, she is firmly convinced that the truth is out there. And most recently, due to the fact that she prefers to go by an assumed identity, in this case with the party, as American United States Marine officer Major Cass, she is going under the assumed identity of, she's using the aspect, I'm a bloody Yank. And so that is MCA.
Good. That's cool. Alright, now to the next one. Edward.
Hello, I'm Winter. I'm playing Edward, the disgraced hero who's trying to find himself, though with friends like these, it's kind of difficult. His other aspects are the law's greatest defender, I have been through some shit, leaving no stone unturned, and those damn green eyes.
That's very aggressive.
I mean,
yes.
he hates how much he loves Malvolio.
He hates how much he wants that. Speaking of Malvolio, Zombie, how about you introduce him?
Hello. My character Malvolio, his high aspect is ambitious, hero-seeking to make the world a better place. His trouble is physically crippled, physically ill. His four remaining aspects, born with a silver spoon, got your back, sex magnet, and sister seeking. My other character is Olivia Val. Her high concept is that she's an angelic devotee to God, Her trouble is that she's always arguing with herself, and her 4 remaining aspects are loyal to the Ruprex, always prepared, fully covered, and too perfect.
Mm-hmm. I think I should add, before I talk about Sunny sheet, that it's not normally a part of the original Fate rules to have 4 aspects, but we're sort of doing that as a homebrew thing. So.
Yes, normally the way that the aspects would work in Fate Accelerated Standard is that all the characters would have at least, I think it's like 1 or 2 aspects that are very specifically based on another character in the party. But because we had previously wanted to establish these characters not as a cohesive unit to start with, we decided what we're going to do is we're going to have 3 independent aspects and then 3 aspects that develop based on party interaction over the first 3 episodes. So you will see a second one develop at the end of this episode, and a third one develop at the end of the next week's episode.
Mm-hmm. Yes. All right, now for me to introduce Sunny. So, Sunny is the clandestine assistant PI to Edward. Her trouble is that she has a familiar face, so, something about her just makes people angry. And then...
wait, hold on. She has a familiar face that makes people angry, or is it that she's a familiar face so that people tend to know her?
That could be interpreted in multiple ways, but it's mostly that people, for some odd reason, get aggressive.
Okay, that's fair. Yeah, I'd probably call that punchable face then.
It's fine. There's already a person with a punchable face, and you've met him. Aspects are that she's a loyal assistant, so she is loyal to her boss. So even in the eyes of trouble, she'll come to his aid. She pines for her missing brother. And another one was that her boss lied to her. So this was based on Edward's thing, where it turned out that he wasn't actually
Jimmy Jailbird.
Jimmy Jailbird. Yeah, and I think I forgot to add another aspect, but I'll do that by the next episode. So,
you'll have to do 2 by the next episode.
Yeah. I'll just always be behind by 1. It's fine.
It's fine. She's an NPC. She's a GMPC, so technically, whatever.
It doesn't really matter.
No. Just like as the GMPC, she can kind of break the rules a little bit.
Yeah.
But without further ado, let's get right fucking into this thing.
All right. So, last time we saw y'all, you were getting drunk. Well, not all of you. A bunch of you. So, who isn't able to drink, or who refused to drink?
I believe Malvolio was.
Okay.
Olivia did.
Malvolio, Olivia, and Sunny, right? Everyone else drank.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm gonna say that y'all got drunk enough to where you, yeah. So anyway, most of you slept in, or at least half of you, because
Yeah.
that's how it works. Because y'all got drunk, and you all wake up in your hotel room, or not hotel room, but in the room in the mansion, and realize what time it is. Is that the competition has already started.
Yeah, MCA just sort of like picks up her stuff and starts walking towards the door after like flapping the rental brochure out, saying, "All right, party's over. Let's get going."
Oh, wait, is everyone in the same room, or did we go to our rooms after? Did everyone go to their rooms after getting wasted?
Smashed. Yeah, probably.
Bunch of lightweights.
MCA walks into that room, but you got smashed too.
My liver is the approximate consistency of tough boot leather.
Fair.
Either
That
way,
being said,
you did sleep in.
Into the room. If you do come into the room, you will see Lee injecting himself with something.
Oh god.
Yeah. MCA does which room did we get smashed in?
Mine.
Mine.
Oh no,
No, mine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Alright. So yeah, so Elaine, as you're like waking up, you probably actually wake up to MCA barging into the room, grabbing the pamphlet she left here after she got blackout last night, and says, "Yeah, come on, party's over, let's go."
Yeah. This is the she just hops out of bed and just immediately throws on her standard suit and is out the door with very quickly.
Yeah.
This is
So,
kinda-
as you're going, MCA is actually going to each room and just kicking the doors and shouting, "Wakey, wakey!"
Kicking in the door.
Okay, so
volume
as you
and,
come
yeah,
through
having a nice
Lee's
tea.
door, reveille. Give me just a second.
Yeah.
Injection, puts it away. Let's go.
Are you insulin dependent?
No, it's something I started when I was in Hong Kong. Epigenetics.
Oh, well, yeah. Well, it's gonna be a problem on the road.
No, I got plenty.
Is
Alright.
is that a pun with epigenetics of EpiPen?
No, epigenetics is the scientific term for something that interacts with genes because you put it into the body's system.
Oh
and
no,
makes
I'm
genes
aware.
different.
I'm aware
No,
of what that is.
That was not me punning.
Yeah. Okay. But
Or-
anyway,
But yeah, so Edward.
everyone's rushing down.
Boosh, yeah.
I imagine
Well, it's just
the
got
three
swollen.
sober people
Yeah.
are sitting around like the breakfast table, waiting for the rest of their teammates to arrive. They probably had already, either picked up a reserved vehicle before, or they're just. Well, I'm gonna let you decide. Would you, Zombie? Would Olivia and Malvolio have gone with Sunny to actually pick up the vehicle that everyone was deciding on, or would they have wanted to wait for everyone to be up by this point?
They would pick it up
All right.
so that it was prepared for when everyone
Yeah.
arrived.
All right, sweet. Which I'm gonna say that before the Sunny used her stunt called Blondomless Account, which is a once per session one,
Yeah.
which allows her to use her money, use her inheritance money to pay for something feasible. So
Okay.
she used it to purchase I imagine it's the RV, right?
Yeah, the big
Yeah.
RV.
Nice. The big
Yeah.
camper.
Yeah. So actually, yeah. It's like, is there any breakfast left out?
Yes, though a lot of it's been eaten because,
Yeah.
it's been a
Yeah.
few
So-
hours
so-
since the actual
yeah, so-
start of the...
Yeah. So
There's,
MCA
there's a
actually
lot
like,
of there's a lot of
yeah.
food left on Malvolio's plate, like uneaten food.
Yeah. So MCA walks over to the thing and just starts eating breakfast.
Yeah, it's pretty cold.
Yeah. She's had worse. She also gets like a big thing of coffee and starts drinking that.
Yeah, and we're just like nearly sleepwalking, like in drowsiness as he.
Holy
Yes,
shit,
sir.
dude! Why are you still like walking around like you're fucking exhausted?
Where are the screwdrivers?
Hmm.
Orange juice. Where's the orange juice? I can't believe they didn't mix any.
Oh, what the fuck? MCA walks over to the kitchen and starts rummaging to try and steal some more booze.
You're stopped by a employee or whatever.
Hey, dude, you got a whiskey or rum, bourbon? I mean,
Why
shit, I
are
can
you
make a-
still here?
Yeah, breakfast.
I urge you to leave, please.
Did you?
The,
Ah, shit, man.
the
all right.
competition has already started
Yeah, fair enough.
4
Everybody
hours
walks back-
ago.
Yeah. Keep your shoes on. MCA walks over and just starts collecting breakfast items. All right, we're eating on the road.
Yeah. So, Elaine has already got like her, a bagel that's already like covered in 3 different flavors of cream cheese, and she's got her glasses on to hide the fact that her eyes are bagged at the moment. And,
Okay,
But-
so your 3 different flavors of cream cheese. Lee's gonna walk by and go, "That is the most goisha bagel I've ever seen," and while eating a bagel with cream cheese and lox.
She just kind of gives you a look.
What?
and-
I've been to New York.
Yeah,
Everyone's Yiddish in New York. Oh.
that's fair enough. But you see, I'm from Florida, so as a result,
That's not an excuse, what with the snowbirds.
hey, look, just because we do have good bagels doesn't mean that I am used to good bagels. And honestly, the salmon, you don't want salmon that's been sitting out. You don't want lox that have been sitting out too long.
It's smoked
And then
in Snovelox. It's preserved. It's preserved fish.
He makes a
the
good
point of
point.
Sunny,
Anyway,
Sunny chimes in. We should probably head out. We already have the RV.
Oh,
That's
we-
another bagel. Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
Edward, are you able to drive?
No.
I got it.
No, like,
drive.
no, it's fine, you idiot. I got this thing. MZA crumples up the pamphlet and tosses it over back. Oh, wait, shit. You guys drive on the. I mean, yeah. I mean, sorry, I've been like all over the place recently, and like, yeah, probably not used to driving on paved roads. So, yeah, why don't you guys take care of the driving?
I got
Yeah,
it.
If you want.
you know that cars actually need keys here, not like overseas where you just push the button on your Humvee, right?
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Crazy.
Tea?
Sure, thank you. She actually like downs this big thing of coffee she had and tosses it and then grabs a tea.
Edward looks at the empty coffee, just like, where's all the coffee? Yeah.
Where'd it go?
Where'd it
Bags
go?
under his eyes, or just.
Yeah.
All right, come on, lazy, you lazy pieces of shit. We got to get moving.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, fine.
Sunny hands the.
Malvolio looks genuinely offended. And Olivia
Oh.
looks offended on his behalf as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
well,
yeah, like heads over to the throws open the doors and walks out while she's drinking her tea.
yeah. Sunny
where's the
Sunny
Sunny?
hands Elaine the keys while they're all out. They're moving out.
Yeah. Elaine looks like she's done this wake up after a hangover and go directly to work many times before. But she looks to be like fresh and ready by the time she gets to the car, opens up the doors, gets in the front seat, and unlocks all the rest of them for everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair.
As he actually lets everybody else go in first, and gives Olivia a hand in helping Malvolio get his wheelchair into the actual RV. And
I could.
yeah, Edward, no offense, but I don't trust you, using your powers to try and lift people around. Besides, I'm pretty sure those things that are, most of, our abilities have been kind of fritzy since we're in this damn place.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's fair, yeah.
Do not need you dumping this poor kid, all over the street.
April, as a quick aside, when it comes to creating advantages or disadvantages creating environmental aspects,
you would just make you do a normal roll using your particular approach, and the level of success will determine what you essentially have created.
what?
Okay, so what do you want to do specifically? So say you want
It's
to.
it's the field that makes it so that you can't that
they can just be a narrative thing. That can just be a
okay.
narrative. Yeah.
All right, cool.
Don't worry about it. So what this would be, just for the sake of all the other players, and also to explain some rules for the people at home. In Fate, one of the things you can do instead of attacking people or trying to learn aspects about them is to create essentially create an advantage, like cutting the tires on a car or spilling gasoline all over the floor to set on fire. And what you do is you would make a roll, and the level of success would determine how many uses that advantage would give you, and then you'd be able to essentially use free fate points to exploit what you've created, or your teammates would be able to.
Okay. Okay. That's fair.
Yeah.
All right.
Well done.
So yeah. After like letting everyone else in, she kind of looks inside and is like, "Damn, this place is a bit crowded. I think I might need to make a little adjustment to this RV when we make our first stop."
Mm-hmm.
Adjustment?
Yeah.
So more cramped than a
What are you
surveillance.
planning? To put a seat on top?
I mean, actually, I wasn't thinking about that, but now you mention it. Yes, I am.
Because stopping at border checkpoints is going to be that much easier with somebody riding on the top of the car.
Don't worry, I'll get inside when we get near the borders. It's fine.
Speaking of which, we should really stop off at. Lee reads off the name of a noodle shop.
Oh yeah, man, we gotta get some road snacks.
We're already running
Not
late.
quite what I meant. It's not quite what I meant. Trust me on this.
All right, yeah.
And they do have
so-
really good noodles.
Yeah, Olivia says, "Calm down, dear. Listen, like this race isn't one about speed. It's about endurance, and we're probably going to be avoiding the initial bloodbath as the first few competitors who don't realize exactly what the advantage of spreading out is. Kill the shit out of each other."
All right. I guess.
So
Trust me, the
Elaine's just going
advantage
to
of-
pull out as they're talking and be grateful that it's not heavily laden with equipment as she, like her usual van rides are.
Yeah. So, onward to a nondescript big box store and also a noodle place.
I was half expecting her to go onwards and upwards. I mean, not a.
Yeah.
No,
Cheers
British.
loves the cavalries here. I mean, wait.
Oh shit.
No, don't pose like that. Don't pose like that.
Oh, fuck.
It shows off how British I am. Oh no.
Malvolio
Hip,
rides up behind the driver's seat and taps Emily on the shoulder and just whispers into her ear.
It's actually Elaine, Kay.
Yeah, the character sheet is named poorly, but yeah.
Taps Elaine on the shoulder and says, "Just drive and skip noodle place."
I'm skipping the noodle place.
NCA leans over on the other side of the
He's going to
the
put
seat.
over a hand. I'm not going there for the noodles. There's some people that we can meet there that'll give us an advantage.
NCA leans over to the other side of the seat and says, "I'm actually going for the noodles. Stop the goddamn noodle place."
Also, Suit, when we get
Yeah.
there, do not get out of the fucking car.
Do you have any civvies? In my bag, there's a bunch of civvies. Although the way I carry myself tends to give away the whole, FBI.
That was my point. You will be made. You do not want to be made as a Guaylo Suit.
Oh,
Yeah.
that kind of noodle shop.
Yes, there's a specific one.
Oh, hell, does this mean we're not getting noodles?
We're getting noodles.
Oh, good.
All right,
That's
just
the-
get
All right, yeah,
noodles
to the
and,
noodle
like,
shop.
A set of dumplings. So- I'm gonna.
And we're
drive
just
to the
watching
noodle shop.
this chaos. Just in his notebook, there's noodle shop question mark.
It's like a drawing of. of it, like above it, there's like a shitty drawing of the RV, and he's like, "Why the crap heap?" Question mark.
So at that, Elaine's gonna turn to MCA and be like, "Hey, in my bag there is a thing of apples. Could you grab me one?"
Sure. She pulls it out, and actually, as she does so, I'm going to try careful to see if I can figure out anything about these, because her fucking spy sense is tingling.
Yeah, definitely.
So that's going to be a. That's not a good roll. That's going to be a straight up 0, actually.
Mediocre.
So it's going to be mediocre. So she just hands over the apples.
You don't see anything of note. You just hand the apples over.
Yeah.
There isn't anything with them anyway. They're just
enough.
fucking
Your
apples.
Granny Smith gave them to you. See, it's on the sticker.
I figured out that her.
So
I'm
she's
confronting
got-
you. Your real last name isn't what you say it is. It's actually Smith.
So she's gonna hold the apple and the steering wheel in one hand, and then whip out one of her knives and start carving the apple into small slices that she can put in her mouth while driving.
So MCA goes back into the thing too, where Olivia and Malvolio and Edward and
Literally
Sonia.
everyone's just sitting around cramped as fuck in this factory.
And so it says,
You know,
"All right,
given
make
the
it."
fact that it's not been claimed, I'm going to take the front passenger seat.
That's fair.
Alright.
So MCA says, "All right, listen up. We're going to stop at a noodle place and a big box store. What do people want for road snacks?"
Fruit.
Okay, yeah, fine. Fruit. Edward.
I'll just take some noodles from the noodle shop. I'm not picky. I'm not.
Yeah.
Right.
Noodles and
Malvolio.
dumplings.
You got anything? Malvolio, Olivia, you got anything you're craving?
Scones, I suppose. Olivia nods in agreement.
Okay. And Sonny, you got anything?
Hard-boiled eggs?
Fine, hard-boiled eggs. What the fuck's wrong with these people? Road snack, like amateur motherfucker.
No nuts, nothing. What the fuck is this?
Yeah.
Don't worry, Major. I'll eat some beef jerky with you.
Goddamn straight you will. All right,
Look,
so
I come
we
from
drive to
land
the.
of delicious oranges, so
So yeah, since the big box store thing probably isn't actually worth going over in game, we can just assume we bought like snacks, nuts, all that shit, and the.
She ignored like a couple of their requests because they were stupid.
Literally impossible at a big box store.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I bought one of those big boxes of like cheap scones that are like essentially like pre-made.
No. Just Hostess donuts. Closest thing they had.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh god.
the powder. What are the minis?
Yeah.
The powdered ones.
Yeah.
Oh.
So then we
donuts. Oh,
yeah. And
Good.
so as we continue on to the noodle shop, MCA's up on the roof as we're driving, like fixing the deck chair in place.
just like tying it.
Yeah, it's just tying it as we're driving, just like whistling, but you can't hear because fucking wind is whipping all around her.
Occasional bug hits her.
Yeah, she don't give a shit.
You know, if it rains, you're going to get awfully wet up there. Did you get an umbrella?
You know it. Well, like, no.
No, that was like said out the window as Lee's leaning out to watch.
Yeah. Okay, she just gives you a big thumbs up, like, yeah. And then shows this big ugly ass umbrella, like one of those really garish ones.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That reminds me of a movie I was in.
Remind me to ask you about that.
Okay, sure thing.
So yeah, I assume we continue on to the noodle shop.
Yes. Yeah. So I imagine after a little bit of time, you pull up to the noodle shop.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you have to be an asshole and take up a couple of parking spots because, the parking place wasn't fit for an RV.
Yeah.
Of course.
Right, but I'm not being as big of an asshole where I'm taking up like 8 of the parking spaces at the front.
Well,
I'm taking up
yeah.
2.
You're taking up
because
2. One of them's a handicap spot, and you're thankful that you have one person that
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like we actually
we
like
got the thing to hook over.
yeah we hook up the big old blue sign that we technically have a handicapped person on board.
It's poorly crafted out of paper because the person that does have that is British and also doesn't drive.
True.
Okay, so as soon as we pull up, take the break, don't get out of the car. Opens the door and hops out of the car.
MCA is just watching from the roof.
And we're
Like-
just like watching.
Looking at her fear, she's just watching, and she's like technically just sitting on the roof during this exchange.
Yeah, Lee is just going ahead, whistling. He's got a set of notes in his hands about what people want from the noodle shop. Goes in through the doors, looks around for seedier types.
Mm-hmm. All right. By seedier types, you mean?
Members of Tongs.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? We'll go ahead and do this in character. I'm going to do this as a flashy.
Nice.
So whose face do I have to punch to get a good bowl of noodles around here?
Oh God.
Dog Eye stands up.
Okay, that's gonna be +5.
Oh God. Oh God! All eyes are on you in the noodle shop. You do. Well, there are a lot of Asian people in there. Would you say that you know these people personally?
There are connections with them. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. One of the tables gives you a quick what is it called? Signal, like tapping their finger in a certain way that you would recognize or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thieves' camp, essentially.
Mm-hmm. Who's going in with him, or did you just,
I'm just watching from the roof.
Yeah,
Alright.
I think we're all just watching.
That's fair. All right. Well.
Yeah, I'm gonna go over to where they signaled me to go to.
Mm-hmm. Well, you sit in the booth with them. Hello.
Hey. You know who I am?
Well, yeah.
Oh, I'm just kidding with you. Look, I got a business proposition for you.
All right.
First of all, he pulls out the note for a noodle order. All this and just a ridiculous amount of shashubao.
Yeah.
And second, how do you feel about the Easy Corporation and how much money is tied up in that?
Now you're interesting me.
Yeah, I thought it might. Look, I'm just gonna say that there might be a way to get into the next heir to the Easy Company's good books.
Mm-hmm. Huh.
See, there's a bit of a thing going on that might put people in a better position for inheritance for, at very least the Button Company, and that's really all you need.
Yeah.
So, anything that you could do to ease border crossings for groups with a certain, devilishly charming Asian man in them, and make things difficult for other people on the state borders, just all up and down the coast, send the word out and, well, let's just say that the Mafia don't need to be running this coast anymore.
Mm-hmm. Huh. Well,
Easy peasy, don't need to do much.
We could arrange something.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Now, while I'm here, pulls out a, 2005, yeah, flash drives are barely a thing. Pulls out a flash drive. I believe these documents are prepared to your liking.
Uh-huh. All right. All right.
If there are any issues, I'll be back down in this area soon enough.
Well,
and
I think we can
up.
set something up. If all things go well, then come when you reach when you reach Georgetown. We should have something set up for you to be able to cross the border with no problem.
Excellent.
All right. He like sighs, takes a moment, and steps up and immediately goes in the kitchen. You start hearing hear him
Food
call
prep.
out the order. While he enters, you also notice him put on the apron.
And this is how you know that it's quality.
Dan Skippy.
Yes. All right.
All right, so yeah, I'm going to wait for the order, then come back out to the car.
Mm-hmm.
As you do, you see MCA, who has been keeping watch for you, is actually now like texting on a flip phone, and like it's going. Oh shit! Noodles are done.
Noodles are done.
All right, toss me up my box.
Oh.
Hey.
Also, he tosses up a packet of what looks to be dried meat of some sort. Careful with that. That is hot.
Mm-hmm.
Oh baby, you know it. And, she just pours the entire packet into her noodle box and starts stirring it up.
All right, then. Yeah, it jumps into the RV. Okay, noodle orders. And dumplings for you, and hands off the shashu bao, it's mine.
Elaine spears a dumpling with her knife and then just sticks it in her mouth. Like,
all right, let's go.
Yeah. Then driving starts again.
Yeah. You begin driving again, and as you make your way down the
South.
down the road. No, you're going north.
And I know.
Okay. But
Okay.
yeah, no, it's fine. You end up driving for a little bit of time, a few minutes or so. MCA, since you're on the car. Hold on, let me pull up your character sheet real quick. You see a oddly suspicious looking car drive into a place after a motorcycle.
What type of how suspicious are we talking? Like,
well, think of it like this is a very tinted black van following a noticeably extremely high-end looking motorcycle. Like, this has advertisements and shit on it.
Yeah. Okay. So MCA pulls out her flip phone and texts Elaine, "Pull over. I need to take a leak."
Yeah.
I'm gonna look out the windows and
and as you do,
over.
Yeah, she leans over and points towards the van.
Mm-hmm. All right, and then Elaine's gonna kick off her shoe, and challenge her power through her foot on the vehicle, and make it denser.
Okay, so you're making the vehicle denser.
Fuck the wheels of the vehicle.
Okay, all right. As you put this extra weight in the vehicle, you hear as the.
I'm also pulling over and slowing down, so it's not like. I'm not like.
You hear a bit of the slidey slides and a bit of a creak as the axle doesn't quite know how to handle an extra few hundred pounds.
Like how fucking quickly and how dangerously that would cause the car to start. I think you just see MCA slide straight off the front, past the windshield, and bounce off the hood before falling to the ground.
That dismount's gonna cost you.
Oh, Jesus. All right. Yeah, she gets up and stretches out the fucking crank in her bag.
You have to slam the brakes? Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Hair brakes, eh? All right.
Yeah. Out of the van, you do see the motorcycle is just sort of parked.
Yeah.
And the van, they're come shuffling out three people who are sort of sitting, waiting for supposedly the person inside.
Yeah, inside of
a gas station.
Okay, so yeah, MCA just starts walking over, and she takes out a cigarette and lights it up as she starts walking. But she isn't actually puffing on. She's just essentially letting it burn on as she walks.
Hey,
and,
one of them calls her.
Yeah, she sort of puts up a hand and waves a little bit. Hey, how you doing?
Hey, girlie. Nice purple hair, huh?
Yeah, it's my mother's.
Mm-hmm. Why don't you shovel out of here?
Oh, I'd love to, but I just saw my cousin come in here. I gotta go and say hi.
So you're Asian?
She holds out her hands. It's a fucking melting pot of a country, isn't it?
Damn colonials.
Well, why don't you tell your your cousin there to hand over his notes?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. His recipes.
Nah. He'll know what I'm talking about.
All right, sure. Anything
From
to
the
be
van,
neighborly.
Malvolio is going to indicate for Olivia to go help MCA.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, you guys can fucking help if you want to. But
Yeah, Edward climbs out of the van.
Yeah, and MCA takes a note of Olivia being the first one out, though, and kind of is like, okay, approving, like, all right. And then she walks in the gas station.
Yeah. Inside, a man who, an Asian man who is at the, in one of the aisles, is sort of looking at a bunch of snacks attentively. He's wearing a extremely nice biker outfit, like basically like a racing outfit, pretty much.
Okay. So yeah, MCA gives him an approving look and then calls over. I recommend the ring dings.
Mm-hmm. Oh, really?
Yeah, they're pretty good.
Yeah, but they don't have the same flavor that I like.
Yeah. Well, seems sometimes you got to compromise on good things.
Yeah, and judging by this, they seem to, they're going to expire in a couple days, and I don't really want that.
Well, the thing about expiration dates is you got to be a little bit careful about them. There's a couple of health inspectors outside. I think there might be some trouble with the products in here.
Oh.
Yeah, they're taking a bunch of notes on the condition of this gas station.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So MCA.
Yeah.
I'm gonna compel you with this man's one of his aspects,
okay,
known as famous power. Judging by a description on the back of his jacket, you read the word "the end" on it. And based on your background with the Order, you recognize this man as being Adam Lan, who is a sort of famous in Vietnam for being a powerful stand user.
Yeah. So just as hey, I know you. I thought I recognized your motorcycle. Adam? Mm-hmm. Adam Yan?
Adam Lan. But
yeah. Hey. Yeah. She walks over a little closer. I've read all about you.
Mm-hmm.
I assume by now Edward has made his way into the place, the gas station.
Yes. Yeah. I love how everyone's just shimmying past these guys who are just like, hey, go move out, come on.
Olivia's waiting out there with them.
Wait a second.
Those
I'm going to go straight up to them.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, have you guys seen my brother?
Your brother?
Yeah. That's his motorcycle, yeah?
Yeah?
Huh. Yeah, man, I'm real jealous of this guy. He always has the best of everything. He got the entire damn inheritance.
Mm-hmm.
Look at me, I'm just dressed in rags.
They're looking at your nice suit.
It's business casual. Yeah. Seriously, you should see the tailoring that he's got. It is impeccable.
Elaine's also going to step out, with an apple and a knife. Just kind of, she's got her bag of apples. And,
I'm not going to bother you any further, but I just got to play a prank on the guy. Hey, excuse me.
Yeah,
walks over to the bike.
God.
Oh, no. God.
Inside the thing, MCA, gets a little bit closer to, Adam and, settles next to him and says, to cut to the chase, you're in a lot of trouble, friend.
What?
Outside, 3 men here for your notes.
No. Wait, how do you know?
She essentially like lifts her actually she's wearing like a tank top, but she essentially
she lifts her tank top.
Yeah, she looks like the top of her tank top and pulls out from and at first it looks like it's going somewhere completely different, but then she actually pulls a little note out that she's to the inside of her shirt and shows it to him.
Oh.
Yeah, we're on the same we're in the same competition, but I kind of have a sense of fair play about these things, and those guys not so much.
You're saying that there are guys out there?
She nods.
Oh, fuck. According to the rules, there's supposed to be a grace period.
Funny thing about that, she, kind of cracks her knuckles and says, people who, when enough money is involved, people tend to forget about rules and grace periods.
I guess.
Listen, this is gonna sound weird, but I've read a lot about you, and not in racing magazines, and hell, I want to help you. Don't ask, just trust me on this one.
All right. I can just imagine. I want to help you, and there's just a shot out the window as as Lee is walking towards the bike.
Yeah, Edward was completely stunned by the note showing method. It took him a moment to recover himself.
I was going to show my badge.
How many of these guys are here, by the way?
3. By the looks of it.
And what is their relationship to, what's the, look on the ground at the moment?
Look on the ground?
Yeah, so where are they standing as opposed to the vehicles and the stores?
They're basically parked, they're parked extremely close to the other, the motorcycle. It's a somewhat empty parking lot. Mm-hmm. So there aren't.
Does there appear to be anyone further in their car, van, whatever?
Not from what you can see. It's it's pretty tinted, but you can imagine, based on the size, that if they have anyone else in there, it's at most another person.
Right.
I'm going to offer them apples.
No.
Are you still holding a knife in your hand as you are walking up to them to offer them apples?
No, the apple is on the end of the knife. She never doesn't have a knife in her hand.
So you are basically walking towards these people with
pointing a knife
out with an apple on it, saying, "You want some of this?"
No. It's basically like they keep the doctor away, kind of thing.
Look, step away right now.
Are you sure?
Step.
Tasty.
Get the fuck back in your car. We have business here. How about you go away right now? Alright?
I mean, if you're absolutely certain.
Oh my goodness. One of them brandishes a gun. How about you step away right now and get back in your little car, girlie?
So while all this is going on, Lee is pouring sugar in the motorcycle's gas tank. Well, not just sugar. I mean, there's also the sweetened low and the aspartame. All the colors rip.
Oh, God. That's horrifying.
It was either that or pick the lock and steal the damn thing.
Oh, man. I love that MCA is I want to help you. Meanwhile, out of the window,
they're banned to go ahead and block the view of this happening.
Oh God, that's horrifying.
Yeah, so Edward goes into the same aisle as MCA and Adam. What's his name?
Adam.
Yeah. Adam.
Yeah, and he gives her a look of what's up.
Trouble outside. This guy's. I'm vouching for this guy.
He just gives a confirmatory nod before just casually just turning around and walking back out to see this chaos that's happening between an apple and a hard place. It seems.
Edward, I'm going to compel you with your aspect, the law's greatest defender, to stop this vandalization of this vehicle.
Well, hold on. When he walks out, he's probably
know
the
about it.
gun drawn, so he might.
Oh,
actually
yeah. Oh, no. Actually, I'm going to roll real quick to see which one he's noticed first. Okay. You notice the gun first.
Oh, by the way,
Yeah, just curious. Do you have a permit for that?
What?
She's pointing at the gun. Do you have a permit for it?
Oh my goodness.
Concealed carry?
I do not understand implication.
Oh, I understand it just fine.
I have a gun. You're a girlie who's trying to confront me with a knife during a strict business meeting. They're not noticing you walking towards them, by the way.
Yeah.
You're supposed to back away,
Everyone,
get in your car, and go.
What is Malvolio doing?
everyone has left the van, and so Malvolio is like trying to wedge the wheelchair out through the door, and he catches and he falls flat on his fucking face.
Oh.
Is Olivia going to stay and help defend, or is she going to go to help poor Malvolio?
No, she's gonna stay.
Okay.
So how close can Edward get without them noticing?
Well, judging by the fact that I have them, like, completely entranced by how stupid they think I'm being right now.
Probably really.
Yeah.
They think I am completely defenseless and offering them apples and asking if they have a permit to carry a firearm.
Yeah,
Like-
Edward's gonna try to sneak up and grab the
Oh my fucking god, are you
pistol.
serious? Okay.
You're gonna try and grab the pistol? Alright.
Yeah.
Dude, you have metal kinesis. Just throw it away.
No, in Fate,
No.
if you make if you claim you're going to do a thing, then you're doing that thing.
Roll me a
including with the
sneaky
approach.
roll.
Yeah.
4.
Alright. So I have to compare it.
defend with
It's
clever.
they
Oh, sorry,
defend-
with careful, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, he has telekinesis. He doesn't want to show off his ranged abilities yet.
Ah, fuck.
Fair enough.
Oh my god, I rolled exceptionally well for some reason, and I lost
no.
one of the dice. Where the? Oh, there it is. Okay.
What's the total?
Man, this is gonna be fun. So that is a 6, another 6.
Oh my god.
So that's
Oh, okay.
Plus 2.
Oh, so
Yeah,
that's plus 2. That's a 4, which is a plus 0, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
plus
that's-
A
0.
1, which is
A minus
so
1. So
plus
that's
minus
a
1.
plus 1 total.
plus 1, and then they have another plus 1 from the thing.
Okay.
From their,
So I still win.
yeah, you
So,
just
yeah, still
barely
wins.
won.
So that is a like, I think that's a that's like an okay success.
Yeah.
That's a fair success versus
Okay, fair success.
what's
So
yeah.
you won't pull this off with any sort of finesse or grace, but you should be able to actually achieve your goal.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So yeah, Edward.
Technically, that'd be creating an advantage. Like, I've got your gun.
Okay, so yeah,
Yeah,
so that's
yeah.
essentially what you. So there's now an advantage called "I've got your gun,"
Yes.
which you can use once for a free compel, for a free fate point.
It's just the boost in this case.
Oh, it's just a boost. Okay, in that case.
Yeah, because it. Well, no, sorry, it's a succeed. So yeah, create the aspect free invocation.
Okay.
Okay.
nice.
So what this will do, just to explain how this works, is essentially this aspect exists with the rest of the scene on this character. Like at any time, anyone can compel this this mook with "I've got your gun," but Edward, you get to do that once for free without spending any of your fate points.
So yeah, Edward's just gonna immediately spend that and put it up against the guy, like put it against the guy's like calf thigh,
Fuck.
like no,
So what are you going to use that compel? So what type of roll are you going to
Yeah.
make to
like
use that?
to threaten him to stand down.
Okay, so you're gonna use forceful then.
Yeah.
All right.
So you'll add a +2 to the roll because you're using the point.
Yeah.
So 3.
As a total.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's a good.
Wait, hold. So that would be. What did you roll on the dice?
I rolled a 0 and I have 1 in forceful. and then the +2.
Okay. So does he roll to resist, or is that just?
Yeah, he would. Technically speaking, this would be a social attack.
Yeah.
Okay, which is resisted with.
Whatever you consider to be the aspect that he'd be resisting with,
Likely forceful again.
Yeah, likely against his forceful, like personality versus personality.
Oh fuck you! No fuck you! No
So
fuck
like,
you!
if he was like using like, wait,
Why am I rolling so well? What the heck?
Damn.
Oh, this is gonna. Oh, Winter, you're not gonna have. So they have a +5 as their total.
No.
Okay, so you get to basically describe Belil however you want this cool guy to fucking like disarm or stop Winter's attack.
Yeah. So
you don't have the guts.
So Edward takes his gun and points at his calf, and then the guy immediately grabs Edward's wrist and just cranks it up so that basically, like, you know how you twist the person's wrist to get him to basically drop the gun. Hey, what the fuck you doing?
Okay.
At this, I'm going to throw my knife into that guy's wrist using
The knife that is full of apple right now?
Yes, I'm going to make it more dense and throw it into his wrist.
Okay.
The apple will not. So essentially, I'm making a kebab with the apple and this guy's wrist.
Belil, would you
I'm going to use my stunt. And
hold on, April, please.
So Belil, this is up to you now as to whether or not you consider this to be a forceful attack or a quick attack. Like what Graham described, would you consider that to be a forceful action, or that she's trying to do this by being fast enough to get this off before anyone notices?
Graham, how about you repeat your explanation for it? So you're creating a kebab. You're trying to create a kebab with the hand.
Okay, so, alright, so, actually no. What I'm doing is I'm flinging the apple off and then chucking the knife directly into his wrist. So
that's weird, because you're trying to do two things very rapidly.
Mm-hmm.
And like, using my, ability to, using the follow-through that I would need to throw a knife well to get the apple off of the end before I chuck it.
Yeah, if you were going to try and kebab him, I would have considered that flashy. Yeah. Alright, roll me a quick roll then.
Alright. So that is a +1 on the roll, for a total of 5.
A +5, huh? Wow.
Yeah.
Why do I roll so well with these?
Jesus.
Oh, this is so dumb. I don't understand.
If only.
Okay, you rolled better. He got a +3 in total. But
so I believe that will knock. They'll because you won by two.
That's 2 chefs worth.
Yeah, he will get 2 points of stress essentially.
Okay,
or can take a mild consequence.
Okay,
yeah.
That's how it works. I'm going to say that he's probably going to take a mild consequence. A mild consequence of that he has a knife in him.
All right.
Yeah.
Fair enough. That's a good consequence.
Yeah.
Probably a good one. No, I'm not.
I've got your gun. It's in my wrist.
So, because this is now actually turned into a fight, let me quickly explain the way that, first initiative, which is like basically order of quickness, goes, and then the way that a fight will resolve is that there are essentially 2 ways a fight can resolve. One side can give up. If you give up, you get a free fate point, and you get to have a say in what happens to you. Or you can fight it out to the bitter end, and if you do that, and you lose, you will not get a fate point, and the victor gets to choose exactly what happens to you, which can include being murdered. Though obviously it doesn't have to include that, and probably shouldn't for the PCs if it happens this early in the campaign.
Yeah.
And any consequences you take will last for however long it is based on how severe the consequences are.
Yeah.
So
Like mild,
Yeah,
the scene. Moderate is, I believe,
It's till the end of next session,
Yeah.
and then
severe
severe
is
is
permanent.
the rest of. It's basically until the end of the campaign, or at least the campaign segment, depending on how you want to do it.
So I'm sorry, Malvolio, but you automatically get a severe one of cripple. No, no.
And the way the consequences work is they don't even necessarily have to be physical things. It can be like broken spirit, or shamefaced, or just like lost faith in friends, etc.
Yeah. So consequences give any minuses on them?
No, but they can be compelled.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's a compel.
It's basically getting extra troubles.
All right. That's fair.
That
yeah.
can be healed eventually, but it takes some time.
Again, it depends on the type of consequence. They all have timers on them.
Yeah.
All right. So initiative is just the approach of quick and nothing more. No roll.
Yeah,
or
I'm
anything?
I'm just typing up a list of people's speeds.
Because I changed my character sheet, I am now the quickness 0, so I should be on the bottom with whoever else has 0
With
quickness.
me.
Okay.
We're alone together at the bottom.
Yeah, and for
Isn't
moves,
Malvolio also 0 quickness?
We have a lot of really slow people.
yeah, Malvolio is 0 quick.
Yeah.
Am I the only one with a positive quickness aside from Kit at this point?
Olivia has 3.
Yeah, Olivia's super quick. So the party's kind of split.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, that's funny.
the bandit that was stabbed has a quick of +2, so
He's probably going pretty quick.
He has technically already acted in this.
yes.
So
That's fair.
for the rest of this round, we're just dealing with the people who haven't acted yet, which means Edward. I believe so. Yeah.
And say
So I
Elaine.
think it's going to go Olivia, Lee, Malvolio, Edward, MCA.
Yeah, the
Plus
other two
however
bandits are
many bucks.
+1, so they'll go after Lee.
Okay.
Yeah.
After the boss.
Yes.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
So it is my.
I should also include Adam in
Oh,
that.
no.
Also.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Never
Yeah,
mind.
he also has a +2.
Oops.
So
Makes sense.
Yeah. So
so Olivia goes first.
Olivia.
then.
Yep.
Okay, so there's the one guy with the knife in his hand, and then there's the 2 others. Do the other 2 have weapons at all?
Yes. Though they aren't guns, so yeah.
Okay.
One's like a baseball bat, and the other one is like a pocket knife. These people do not look like stand users. They look like average Joes that heard about this competition and decided to mug someone before it starts.
Let me
Yeah.
ask you, Belil. Is it a sunny day?
Yeah, actually. Yeah, not many clouds in the sky.
That's pretty good. Okay, so Olivia is going to quickly throw the motorbike at them.
That would be forceful. That would be forceful.
No, it's quick.
How
No,
is it? It's not quick.
Just because you're
You're
doing it
little, if Superman lifts up the planet, it's still not a quick action.
Even if he's able to do it really quickly.
Yeah, it's still a forceful action. Just
Okay, so I just want to combo off of this. I was over on the bike,
Oh
You're on
no.
one,
so I'm getting a fucking flashy out of this.
Okay.
Okay. Oh god. Alright, roll me forceful and then.
So Olivia doesn't even she isn't even paying attention to these fucking nobodies. She pulls out this book with black leather cover on both sides, very thick book. And she seems to just be absorbed in reading it, which is why she obviously doesn't notice Lee sitting on the bike when she just skids it across the ground to try and knock the people off their feet and probably break their legs in the process.
Jesus. Oh, including Edward, huh?
Oh yeah. So by the way, Belil, I don't know whether or not you decide to do this for these mooks, but if you haven't and didn't, just because you know this is an option, if you have a group of mooks, you can treat them essentially as one character and have stress essentially reduce the number of mooks that there are, as opposed to
Oh, really?
having each of the mooks individually be a character that you need to keep track of.
I didn't know that. I will keep that in
Okay.
mind for later.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah, but
like
for
that's
now,
that's more useful for like a squad of mooks or like an army of mooks or whatever.
Yeah.
But like that is something you can do if you don't want to. If you want to have a big fight but not have like a million characters.
yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, I imagine consequences are also shared between that whole group.
Yes, essentially, yeah. Like you would be demoralizing the entire group, or like scattering the entire group, or whatever, or decimating the group, as
Yeah.
opposed to like breaking the leg of an individual or whatever.
Okay,
Yeah.
that makes sense then.
Alright.
Yeah. Okay,
Total of 3.
you have a total of 3.
Yes.
All right, time for me to roll the things. Hey, Edward, you should also be rolling.
Can he
Uh,
use his
it's a-
Master of Metal to
You have,
try to...
well, you have to roll a quick. If you have a stunt that helps you with rolling to get out of the way, then
Yeah, alright. So,
Well, am I able to attack multiple people at once?
this is a You're throwing a motorbike at people,
Yeah, and everyone.
and one of them is basically holding Edward at the moment with a knife in his hand.
I also got a 3.
You got a 3.
Yeah.
So
While using my Telekinesis to help me dodge this.
Hold on,
there a
what stunt are you using?
Yeah, it's called Master of Metal.
And what does the stunt read at? What's the description stunt?
Because the jailbreak, Edward has a... Oh, that's when he cleverly... Never mind.
Yeah.
+1. Yeah.
why is this mook so good? Why is this mook
It's
so good?
Major Stormtrooper, he's back.
Oh
I don't understand this mook. I'm rolling so good in this fight. Oh my god, that's insane. What? The... Oh my! Well, again. Oh no.
Is Edward going to be the only one who's hit by this fight?
No. At least one of them is. Oh god. Okay, I rolled poop on that one. Good. Oh.
Okay. So again,
Okay.
the amount of damage is equal to the difference. So what did Olivia roll?
3.
A
Three.
3. All right. One of them has a +5 total. That's the super one that has a knife in his hand.
So he stylishly dodges.
Yeah, he somehow stylishly does this. The other one got a 2, so they just barely got hit by that. And the other one got a -1, so they took the full brunt of this damage.
Oh shit! I think it's enough to just knock him straight
Yeah,
out.
that one's out.
Yeah, that's 4 stress and a single
yeah.
attack. He's done.
Jeez. Poor Barry.
Stress or a moderate consequence.
Okay, so
Hold on. I'm going to, because of Olivia's stand once per game session, when bathed in natural light, she can make 2 consecutive actions.
Oh, okay. So you use that stunt?
Yeah. Olivia is going to, after throwing the, as the bike is skidding across the ground, she pulls the gun towards her quickly.
All right.
Yeah.
So she's got the gun in her hand now.
So,
real quick, because
yeah.
Edward, did you say you took a moderate consequence from this?
It was either 2 stress or a moderate consequence, and I chose
I thought
moderate.
It would be
Oh,
mild.
mild.
It's mild.
Oh,
Moderate
yes.
is
Wait.
Sorry, I said the wrong word.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did Edward roll a 3?
No, you rolled a 1.
Oh.
All right. So
Okay.
what are we gonna call this consequence?
I said crippled legs, but
That's
a bit
I'm gonna
much,
say
yeah.
bruised leg. How about
Alright.
this?
Yeah, bruised legs.
Bruised leg.
So Balil, remember you can compel bruised legs for the rest of this fight.
Good. That's always good.
Mhm.
Yeah. Oh,
So make sure to
God.
do that because that is entirely what that thing is there for.
Yes. Yeah, definitely. All right. So
the 2 closest together mooks. Lee, upon feeling the motorcycle going, is going to hop up in the seat, jump up in the air, and just do the double leg kick towards each of their heads.
oh god, Jesus.
Flashy as fuck.
This is so brutal.
Yeah.
All right, roll a flashy. By the way, Graham, I counted your knife throw as as a turn. By the way, so
Hold on.
you initiated the combat, like the actual
Oh yeah, definitely
combat.
did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
But-
Okay.
I,
So, I mean, whoever it's targeting is whoever it's targeting, but that was a goddamn +6.
Jesus.
There is no way that this is going to that anyone's gonna dodge this.
Yeah, like that could easily just be a knockout.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's probably going to be all my luck is going away. Oh, man. Okay,
Now.
so that was a +6, right?
Yes.
Okay, so Joe Bandit took 3 damage, 3 stress, and then the other one took all 6, so he's knocked out.
Everybody was kung fu fighting.
So
Hold on. So, Kate, your parents are the head of the Shaw Martial Arts School, right?
They are actually not. No.
Okay. Oh, never mind. Okay. So,
One of the things that I kind of cut out from the description, but he is the only master and only student of the Shaw family martial arts.
Okay.
It's kind of a school of one.
Wait. Okay. So, what do your parents do? Because I think I might have a compel for you.
Let's see.
We're
going to say that the mother is a model. The father is a doctor.
Okay, never mind. I was hoping one of them was a lawyer because I had a thing, but never mind.
Jesus. I love this so much. This is the best.
Yeah.
This is so good. Alright. Who's next in this order?
Malvolio,
Joe
Edward,
Bandit's
or
like
MCA.
is took 3
He's down.
stress.
Yeah.
He's
Actually, it would be a
no,
mook. Yeah.
one of the mooks is about to pass out, and the other 2 are passed out.
By the way, the one that's about to pass out at this point has just got Lee standing in front of his face with a smile on his face and fists up.
Jesus.
After just getting kicked in the side of the head by him.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess in that case, yeah, it's Malvolio, Edward, and MCA. So
Yeah, technically Adam's on there, but I just whatever.
But-
We're gonna finish up this combat, so who cares?
yeah. All right, Mal.
Malvolio is going to clear away Edward's consequence.
Okay.
Would you like to describe how you do that?
Because of Malvolio's cunning once per game session, he can convince an ally that a consequence they have suffered is not as bad as they think, clearing away a moderate or lesser consequence.
Okay.
Wow.
Wow.
So what do you say to Edward?
That
Walk
was a
it off.
close call, Edward! Malvolio, still trying to get up off the ground, back into
I
his
love
wheelchair.
this.
Yeah, Edward. I would say,
Hi, can you guess
Yeah.
what
yeah,
I love this.
a little bit of a bump, but not much. Yeah.
His heart sings as his crush is saying, "You're all right, dude."
You're pretty good. You're pretty good.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that clears that one up.
Yeah.
And I
It
guess
already
that's your
acted.
action then.
Well, he already acted as well in this turn.
Yeah, Edward already acted.
Yeah. So MCA with Adam kind of probably comes running out the door right now,
Yeah.
and it's like, what the what the bloody fucking hell is going on with that with his goddamn motorcycle?
Oh my god, it was so sweet. You had to see what I did. And again, I'm just looking at this guy. Come on, make a move, buddy.
Are there any of these dudes who are still up?
You know,
The one in
just
front
the
of me.
one, the super one with
one?
the knife in him.
Okay, and he's the one who gets hanging in front of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So in that case, what MCA is going to do is just as she is walking out and saying, "What the fuck did you people do to his goddamn motorcycle?" She just walks over and, without even really paying attention to him, just walks over and punches this dude right in the nose.
Just roll a forceful.
Yeah, it is just gonna be straight forceful. Oh, Jesus Christ! So that's going to be a +1.
Okay, that's gonna definitely be enough to take him out because I just got a
Okay.
2 minus. No,
Oh.
it's a -3, and then he gets a +1 to his careful, so that's a -2. So
Okay.
he's fucking out.
So basically what happens is MCA was trying to just walk over and give him a quick punch to the face, but again, because this is what happens with Faye when you succeed by that much. So what happens is essentially MCA walks over and she's like, "What the fuck did you people do to his bike?" She tries to punch him in the face, just sort of knock him to the ground, but what she actually does is punches him in the face, and he, because he fucking rolled a negative, he slips back and smashes his head against the back of the car and then drops to the ground unconscious.
Oh God.
She looks down and goes, "Oh, oops."
Oh,
Lee just turns to her. I was having fun.
Yeah, sorry about that. I didn't mean to hit him that hard.
Yeah,
By
you
the
gotta
way-
be careful with that super strength.
Yeah. Anyway, so she reaches down to him, pulls out his gun, points it in the air, and fires, and says, "Everybody, shut the fuck up!"
Sunny walks out of the RV.
Now then, she lowers the gun. Who did this to his motorcycle?
Did what?
Yeah.
I just rode the thing.
She kicks it. Destroyed the handlebar, ruined the side of the thing, tore open the gas tank, drove it directly through several people, and bent the axle.
Malvolio
Yeah,
is in
I'd
the
actually
Russian
kind of like to know
ambulance
that
over the
too.
forest.
I mean, it was a great springboard, but what the hell?
Yeah. Also, she walks over and helps Malvolio up. Like, did no one think to help Malvolio up when he fell on? Like, oh my God, man, have you been crawling across this pavement?
No, it's fine, it's fine. Sunny offered to help me, but I told her I didn't need it.
Ah, jeez. Okay, seriously, I want an explanation now.
I was trying to stop them. I did not do anything with that bike. The bike just kind of flew at me, and it nearly hit me, but it just kind of bounced off my knees, thankfully.
Edward, I swear to God, you are either a lying, dead motherfucker, or you are, without a doubt, the most unlucky piece of shit I have ever met.
I've been told I'm very unlucky.
Winter's Trouble, also known as Wingman, has...
That's a stunt, but yeah.
No, Winter's Trouble,
Oh,
also known as Wingman.
Yes, my trouble. Yes.
Yeah,
Olivia's gonna. What happened to the bodies of these people again? Sorry, they were just lying
Yeah,
unconscious.
they're just laying and groaning. And
Well,
moaning.
a couple of them are
Okay.
bleeding.
Olivia's gonna take their notes.
Yeah, actually,
They
so
never
they-
had notes, you actually
Oh.
point out. These are
I
literally
want
just...
Olivia to shoot them in the head with the gun.
Okay, actually, hold on. If Olivia tries to do that, MC is actually going to point the gun at her and say, "Okay, slow down."
If you
I
tried to
want-
do that, I would have compelled both MCAs. There has to be a better way, and let's not involve civilians of Elaine.
That's not a civilian.
It's
He
still
had a gun,
They're
and
technically...
they were armed.
it's though you can deny the compel, but it would still be the sign that would be covered by the compel.
Yeah.
So, actually, Elaine's
Aspects
gonna
have to be
point at the
broad.
guy-
Yeah.
Elaine's gonna point at the guy with the knife, or as she goes over to collect it. It's like, this asshole made me ruin my apple.
Yeah, well,
And then
That's
pull it
the
out.
biggest
yeah,
loss
you
in all of
you
this.
ruined his wrist. MCA starts collecting the guns, and one by one pretends to crush them in her hand, but is actually using sabotage to just cause them to fall apart.
Adam
and then-
Adam yells out, you are all so fucking crazy.
I am really sorry about this one, Adam. She walks over and taps the wheels, and the wheels fall off of the van. I swear to God, I didn't mean for any of this to happen. Walks over and knocks the other wheels off.
Hey, by the way, you might notice that there were some nails driven into the backside wheels away from the gas station. I don't know if you heard it, but when they were confronting Elaine, Lee said, "Hey, you got a flat?" Yeah, he had hammered a couple of nails in with his palm.
Nice.
Malvolio wheels over to Adam and says, "I'm extremely sorry about your bike. Do you think you're still going to be able to participate in the race?"
I mean, yeah, but... oh, gosh. Okay, the
Don't worry.
company sponsoring me is going to be furious.
That's fine. As long as the gas tank is fine, yeah, we can probably patch that one up. Is this fucking Sugar? Who the fuck killed his goddamn engine?
Okay, so Lee is actually going to walk over to the bike, get a thing of it, taste it, and go, "Man, it tastes more like aspartame to me."
But,
You motherfuckers total his bike!
I got no idea why they'd go ahead and pour sugar in his gas tank.
His bike nearly totaled me.
I don't care about you.
Are we sure his bike isn't a stand user?
He's not anymore.
Everyone,
it's not.
there's like this daunting camera angle from like the bike position. Everyone like looks down in horror at it.
Messing. Jeez. Oh my god. Adam, I'm so sorry about this. Can we get you a ride anywhere?
Wait, hold on. Oh man, I get to use one of Adam's stunts. How long ago was the bike, totaled?
Sugar bike.
Totaled
Probably
about
not.
like maybe
2 minutes.
well, the amount of ranting that MCA did, maybe about 2-3 minutes ago.
Oh, okay. Well, thank goodness it's fine then. And he lifts it up, and the bike just seems to be completely full, like nothing wrong with it.
What the hell?
Yeah. Along with
Wow.
Mind you, the sugar being put in the tank would be more like 5 minutes ago.
That's fine. He knows about the sugar in the tank, so at least yeah. Well, thanks.
Yeah, I'm so sorry about this. Listen, if there's any way we can make this up to you... She looked at the others and then rephrases this too. If there's anything I can do to help you, to make this up for you, here. She gives him her number. Call this. I owe you one.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll keep in touch. Adam.
Oh yeah. Sorry. Cassandra.
All right. Cass is fine.
Cass is fine.
All right. Well, I better get going before it's,
Yeah. Before something else happens.
Mhm.
Glares over at the other people.
All right. Well, I'll see you all later. I got to catch up with my old man, so
Yeah. Good luck with that.
yeah.
Yeah.
He drives off while you're in the parking lot of all these unconscious people. There's like shit all over the ground. You notice that the gas station sign was flipped to close.
MCA like walks over to the van and like glares at the party. What the actual hell just happened?
That's what I'm wondering.
I was trying to distract them from conversation,
What?
Was it?
and I was trying to distract them with conversation so you could move Adam without them noticing, or the person because I heard the name, so that you can move Adam without them noticing. They were threatening me with a gun. Edward decided to stupidly not move out of arm's reach once he had pulled their gun. We're gonna work on that, by the way. I give Edward a look. We're gonna work
Edward
on that.
is giving the harshest glare back.
MCA opens the front of the van and starts rummaging in the engine.
You're blaming me for
Mel-
this shit.
Olivia.
Yeah, and then a bike flew through the air
With
and
me on
nearly
it.
took out with you on it, and nearly took out everybody. I don't know how that happened, but it was okay. It was kind of cool.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I can stunt drive, but I can't do it sideways like that.
Okay. Olivia?
But no, Edward. Go ahead.
Olivia, I ask, the character.
Olivia nods.
Is he telling is she telling the truth? Is that what happened?
Olivia nods.
All right, fine. I trust her. She has her head on straight. I'm still
We don't.
real damn curious as to, what the fuck just happened with that motorcycle.
To be honest, I'm the same way. I didn't know what other male snags were around.
Well, at least his motorcycle is fixed now, Malvolio says.
That's true. It's pretty incredible.
All's well that ends well, as they say.
True.
Now let's get out of here. You fired a gun.
Yeah, probably a good idea. She stops rummaging in the engine and just straightens up, lifting the entire engine block out and dropping on the ground next to the van. That should stop him.
I'll be honest, I think that the concussions will do that too.
Probably. I like to be thorough. Come on. And as we walk back to the thing, she pulls out her little flip phone again and just sends a text to a unknown number that just says, "Made contact."
So Elaine's gonna start driving again pretty quickly. And doing the.
Mm-hmm.
So we didn't end up taking that guy's note.
Why would we?
Well, grace period. We do have that. So.
Oh, is that what was up with that guy? Oh, I guess he's another one of the people who use that. What did you call it? Stance?
We always just called them muses in the order. Sorry, that was a mistake on my part as a player. The MCA said that. She would have said the Marines.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see, that's what I'd always heard them called. Maybe is this just a coast thing, or
I've heard of both.
country?
Sonny goes, well, I've heard him use 3 different names. Muse, Stan, I guess like Thetan or something.
Yeah, I've heard those 3 as well.
Where did you hear
Did you
Thetan
say
from?
Thetan?
Malvolio. Malvolio asks Sonny.
I don't know. There's a lot of shit on the internet.
But I mean, like Thetan. You said Thetan, right?
Yeah?
Yes, Thetan.
Where'd you hear? Isn't that the thing that those Scientology idiots are always going on about?
But don't you mean... shit, I'm trying to think of something to
Mallory-
avoid...
Mallory,
Technicology?
Technicology?
Oh yeah, technicology.
Please don't sue us.
That incredibly litigious cult, yeah.
Those respectful groups of people that
They're in no way associated with any real world cults that are incredibly litigious.
I'll be honest, we just pretty much run a pro bono service defending people from that shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but what
Gets us a
happened
lot
out
of
there?
good-
You're supposed to go out for some reason, and then all of a sudden I just hear a gunshot, and Malvolio sprawled on the ground, and
I don't know why Malvolio was sprawled on the ground. The gunshot, well, that was MCA trying to shut everyone up.
I mean, when you have a wheelchair that barely fits through the door.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, this might not have been the best choice of handy-capable vehicle.
Hey.
Yeah.
I don't
we
have a
could get a
retort.
loader into that van, but
I don't think
This
that
thing
van
was
was
just-
particularly reparable by the time we were done with it.
that's fair.
Keep in mind, I did describe the van as being able to hold like 4 people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You probably don't want to be cramped in an even smaller space. Also, I don't know if you can put that many lawn chairs on the roof.
Well, I can
Of
stay
course
up
we
there.
can. We hang one off one side, one off the other, one off the back, and one on top.
Oh god! And we put Edward in the trunk.
God.
Oh, poor Edward. This is already starting again. No.
Yeah, but
It begins.
okay. Well, why did we stop though?
I had to take a leak and ran into an old friend.
Okay.
Oh.
He was in a bit of trouble, so I decided to give him a hand.
You knew that guy?
Yeah, he's an old buddy of mine.
And he didn't know your name?
It's been a while since
Or
we saw each
number?
other last. She actually to that one she just lifts up her flip phone. Do you honestly think I'd use my own phone like for a game where we needed to like hand our numbers out to, some creepy asshole? That was a burner.
I should also note that for the past few hours, you've been getting like 10 to 15 texts about several people that have been eliminated from the competition in this time.
Speaking of, how many of you guys have cell phones?
Well, we all had to give our numbers out to the guy, so all of us have at least a burner.
I gave him my work number.
Yeah, we're all weird.
I don't have a cell phone.
God.
Oh no.
I didn't even give them my cell phone number, but I'm still getting texts anyway. They've got it through business.
It's like I don't have a cell phone. Like,
What do you have a pager?
I do have a pager.
Oh my gosh. You're so old.
I'm working on the government's budget. Okay.
So that damn
Lee is
pager
suppressing
king.
laughter at this point.
Like, oh wait, no, the government had moved to Blackberries at this point. Never mind.
Yep.
I have a Blackberry.
Don't you mean blueberry?
Blueberry.
Yeah, Blueberry phones. Yeah.
Blueberry.
I don't think the pair had come. Yeah, the pair phones have not come out yet, though. So
Yeah.
still waiting on that.
What year are we in again?
We're 2005. I think pair phones have
Actually,
been out.
yeah, you're right. Well, I know the big chunky pair pods are out.
Yeah, Apple
sorry,
doesn't call their phone Apple phones.
You're right. Fucked. Okay, the earphone and the earpod.
No, the A phone, the advanced phone.
Oh, there. Okay, yeah. Boom.
Gone.
It was in 07 that it first came out.
Okay, so yeah, it has not come out yet then.
Okay. Well then.
Yeah.
We had best get a move on. This is
Yeah, no,
gonna
we're
mess with
we're
most of
driving.
time.
We're driving at the moment.
Yeah.
Nancy says, yeah, actually, I'm gonna head up on the roof real quick. I need to make a call. You guys don't break anything, okay?
Sure,
She looks at Olivia.
Shit.
Yeah, she looks over at Olivia and says, "Olivia, okay, you gonna keep an eye on the rest of these jokers for me?"
Elaine just turns and raises an eyebrow.
She said
Elaine?
none. I'm pretty sure that
Fair
she's
enough.
more responsible than any of the rest of you, myself
Olivia
included.
lifts her head from her Bible and gives you a thumbs up.
Good on you. Good on you,
Edward does
sister.
the like nagging kind of thing with his hands.
Yeah. So
As he rolls his eyes.
yeah, MCA makes her way to the roof, and I think I'm going to cut that, and then we'll have a short break before
Okay.
the next one. So
Thank God I can cook nachos.
see ya for now.
See you soon. Pete.